Mira's room was filled with soft, warm light, casting a golden hue on the walls adorned with pictures and memorabilia. A pen slipped from the edge of her desk and fell, bouncing softly on the floor. A diary, slightly ajar, was nudged open by the breeze, pages fluttering until it rested on a specific entry. Standing by the shoreline at sunset, Mira felt the wind gently tousling her hair as she gazed longingly at the sea. The waves crashed softly, creating a soothing backdrop. That's me, Mira, a young, dedicated, and mischievous lady. I always dreamed of telling stories, not realizing the most important one would be mine. In her cozy room, surrounded by photographs, Mira picked up a picture and smiled nostalgically. When people ask me what the most painful experience of my life is, I say losing my father at a young age. My mom was always there for me, but she could never fill the void he left. I loved him dearly. We went to the beach together, played hide and seek, and our moments of scolding and laughter. Mira sat on her bed, opened her diary, and carefully placed a family photo inside. She looked at the picture thoughtfully. This is me, my boyfriend, my mom, my girlfriend, and my friends. But someone is missing. My dad. Sometimes I can't believe the camera captured this moment, pointing at Caleb, who seems not to be part. The one thing I wished for the least and yet the most was to be loved without having my love returned. Mira poured herself a glass of juice and took a deep breath, as if preparing herself for the journey ahead. And so my story begins. Mrs. James was setting the dining table in the morning. Mira, outside on the veranda, peeked through the window. "You can come in and do what you are doing," Mrs. James called, preparing the dinner table. "I am trying to see if Felix is coming because I don't want to miss his car," Mira responded, starting to do her makeup. "You must not," Mrs. James blushed. Mira made a childish face. "Mom, it's not what you're thinking." She sat down and started to eat. "Okay, not what I'm thinking. There are cars in the compound, but you prefer riding with him," Mrs. James teased. "I hate driving," Mira replied, cleaning her mouth and starting to pack her things to leave as her phone beeped. "Your drugs," Mrs. James said seriously. Mira wanted to refuse, but decided to take them. "I love you, daughter, and give this to him." Mrs. James handed her a food flask. "You are spoiling him," Mira said. And this is yours too. Mrs. James handed another food flask. Mira nodded and left immediately. Outside, Philip's car was parked, waiting. Mira approached the car. "You don't know how to do something quickly," Felix commented. "Not again this morning," Mira murmured, handing him the food flask. "Mom gave this to you."